Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football postgame show. Well, the Seattle Seahawks beat the New England Patriots 35-30 tonight at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This was a really tight game between the Seahawks and Patriots, pretty much throughout all four quarters of this one. But the Seahawks got the win, and Seahawks go to 2-0, and Patriots are 1-1. The Seahawks were tied at 7, and Patriots were tied at 7. In the first quarter. Then the Patriots went up 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, the Seattle Seahawks came back and scored a touchdown in the second quarter, and the Seahawks and Patriots were tied at 14 at halftime, tied at 14 all. And in the third, the Seattle Seahawks would go up 21-17. They scored another touchdown, and then they went up 28-17. They scored two touchdowns in the third, and then New England scored another touchdown. It was 28-23, but the extra point was no good, and that was at the end of the third quarter. And then in the fourth, then the Seahawks went back up, scored another touchdown, went back up 35-23. And then the Seahawks scored one last touchdown in the fourth. It was 35-30, excuse me. And then they had 7 players in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, but the Patriots were not able to get the ball back, and Russell Wilson took it to the 1-yard line and took it to the 15-yard line, and that was it. And that was pretty much all Seattle needed. Seattle gets the win, 35-30, to go to 2-0, and the Patriots to 1-1. And I got to give out game balls, and I got to give them to Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett. They get the game balls tonight. This was one of those games where it was tight and close, and it wasn't a blow up by any means. And I got to tell you, I was really impressed with both teams tonight, but Seattle prevailed. They played better, and I picked Seattle to win it. And right now, my brother-in-law and I are both 14-1. We're going to end up another tie, and we've got a great AFC matchup for next Sunday, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs, or actually a good NFC matchup, excuse me. That one I was talking about, I'll talk about in a minute. I'll talk about actually tomorrow night, not tonight. But next Sunday, there will be a great NFC matchup, the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And I think that's going to be in the Superdome in New Orleans. And but yeah, this is one of those games where this was not a blowout, and no team got ahead very easily in this game. And so I feel Seattle had played a great game, and so did New England. But I just really feel that Seattle just had the better game in this one. I mean, not that New England had a good game; they scored 30 points, but Seattle just had a better performance. And the Patriots are going to have to study themselves for their next opponent and really have a better performance than tonight. They had a good performance, but they do a little bit better next week. And the Seahawks, they need to do even better. They need to do a lot of the same things they did tonight, even better next week with their next opponent. And tomorrow night we have a great matchup. The New Orleans Saints will take on the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And the kickoff for that is 8:20. And I think that's going to be a great matchup. I have taken New Orleans to beat the Saints, and so is my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. So, and I'll let you know who won the picks tomorrow. And but getting back to tonight's game, I just feel this was one of those games where either team could have won it, and Seattle pulled away in the third quarter, and they didn't let up. And the Patriots got as close as 30, but they weren't able to come from behind and overcome the the deficit to win. So it's the Seattle Seahawks to get the win in this one, 35-30 tonight at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. So this is one of those games where it was close, and it could have gone either way, but the Seahawks pretty much prevailed in this one. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football postgame show. I'll be back tomorrow with the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football pregame show, and then after the game is concluded, I'll be back with the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football postgame show. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.